Hey all, Kyle here with another episode of Game Time. It's been a little while, hope everyone's doing good. Oh man, we got a doozy for you here today. eMods Gaming designs the best modded controllers. This is import from China, of all places. This is a sort of, it's really hard to describe. It's basically a Game Boy Micro, but it has some built-in NES games, and we're going to be taking a look at it on this episode of Game Time. It's nothing too special, but it's a little cheesy, and I thought it'd be worth showing. But the games they have on there, it actually is a pretty solid selection of games, and it's going to be pretty neat to play some of these on the go. We'll take a look at their list in just here in a second. We can see built-in classic phone, PC, and Android games. That's not entirely true. They're just NES games. So, yeah, on back, you can kind of see what they got there. 2.5-inch display, new classic 12-bit game. Oh boy, you know it's gonna be a doozy. So we'll open it up, take a look at the list of games, and see what this thing's about next on Game Time. All right, in opening it up, we see that we have instructions. By the way, I got this off Amazon. Here in the U.S., it was about $15 or so with tax included. So I'm not out too much, even if this turns out to be not a very good system. I played a little bit of it so far, and like I said, it's not great. But which is too bad because the selection of games that they have on here is actually pretty decent. So I got the black model. I thought was a little less, flamboyant because you have blue. It's a very bright blue, green, red, or orange. So I thought the black model was pretty neat, pretty wide on back. This does take 3 AAA batteries. No port to plug it in like into a wall or anything. But it does have a cable for AV out, so you can hook it up to a TV. So that's pretty neat, except one problem here. The cord is not very long at all. There's the start, there's the end of it. So unless you're sitting very, very close to the TV, it kind of has the NES Classic issue where it's very short in cords. So let's turn it on here real quick. As you see, 162 in 1. Now that is very misleading as well, because a lot of games are not so much duplicates, but they're really broken up. So you see here, you got Contra right away. You got a good game right off the start. Contra, you got Mario Brothers, Chip and Dale, of course. A couple other ones here: Ninja Gaiden, Gradius, Goonies, Adventure, Tetris 2, Double Dragon 2, 3, Ninja Gaiden 3. But you know, and etc. here, 1942, some other weird ones. Lode Runner 1 and 2, the original like arcade Mario Brothers. Oh, my bad here. Dig Dug is on there, Galaga. I think Pac-Man's in there, Bomberman. Ice Climber, if you like that. Ninja 2, not quite sure what that one's about. City Connect, which is City Connection. Frontline, good NES game. Look at that there. Donkey 1 and 2. Donkey 2 is apparently Donkey Kong Jr. Nuts and Milk, no idea what that one is. I think that's the original NES pinball, so that's pretty fun. Oh, good, we got Donkey 3 in there as well. Excite Bike. Got good old Popeye in there. Pac-Man. Joust, that's the good one. Everyone loves some Othello. Balloon, I'm assuming that's Balloon Fight. So, got Galaxian, fun little arcade game there. Bird Week, I don't even know what that's about. Sea Adventure, which looks like Adventure Island. And then here's other Adventure Island. So it looks like that game's broken up too. Now I'll show you more of the broken up games here. Some Arkanoid in there. Galaxine 1. So here we go with some repeats for Galaxian again. Got a lot of circus games in there. There's Donkey Kong 3 again. There's Bomberman again. So Batman. I'm assuming that's the NES Batman. That's good to see on there. Disney too. That could be anything. Looks like some Tiny Toons in there. Probably the NES Spider-Man. I have played Street Fighter. That's rough. That's a rough one on here. We'll take a look at it. Angry Birds, if you ever want to see both Angry Birds and Plants vs. Zombies NES style. Stay tuned. Maybe we'll do that in a separate video. But here we go again. Dragon 3, Aladdin, or Aladdin 3, 1. And it just gets pretty crazy. I was excited to see Mario 2 because I thought, oh, it's going to be Lost Levels. But no, it's just World 2 of Mario Brothers. So you see Mario 4, that's going to be World 4. Disney 4, I'm assuming that's for Tiny Toons, Chippendale 5. So they really break up the stages in there. Mario 5, it's the 5th world of the original Mario Brothers. Chippendale 6. So you get all these crazy numbers. So they really broke it up. It's a little misleading. Kong King, look at that. Commando's in there again. Blobman, Trooper. So it's a little upsetting because the selection of games that are on here are actually pretty decent if they would just kind of be more honest, I think, with their selling. Like, just say you have the original Mario Brothers and Contra and some Ninja Gaidens. That's pretty neat. I like seeing the Donkey Kongs. What else was on there was pretty cool. The NES versions of Plants vs. Zombies, etc. Let's play the Contra here real quick. Oh, sorry, I hit the start button. I'll hold the screen here a little bit better. Volume is right here on the side. We'll turn it up. It's not overly loud. One huge gripe I have, take a look at the button placement, A and B. Those are backwards. So and B should be here if it's NES type controller. T is just turbo button. I'm trying to start the game here. Apparently I have to hit start. So yeah, T was very, didn't like it too well. So look at that, we start off in World 2, not even at the start of the game. So that is very difficult from this angle. Let's reset here. Show off Mario, Super Mario Bros. The coloring's way off on this. I'm not, it's really dark. And again, backwards button, B, A, I'm not a big fan of that. So, a little disappointing. Let's see how something like Galaga works. So we'll hit that there. Sounds a little bit off. Stage 1. Well, at least we start from stage 1 this time. This one actually controls pretty well. The buttons are kind of clicky in there. I like it. This is more of the arcade version than the NES from the looks of it. Pretty neat, pretty neat. And this is the best one so far. Let's do one last one here. Let's finish with good old Donkey 1. This looks like the NES version. Yeah, I'm liking this. This is kind of neat to play on the go. Of course, the eShop games are going to be better. I have this on the 3DS, for example, and that's the best way to play these games on the go. Yeah. So there you have it, 162 and 1. It's, I don't know, it's not super great, but again, well, I see here, for example, here, I want to see some Mario 7. Yeah, I start from World 7, so maybe that is, I don't know, maybe in a positive light, that is kind of a neat feature if you want to practice some worlds in the original Mario Brothers. Start from World 7 or 6, something like that. Maybe that is kind of neat. I can give it that, I think. There was one last thing I want to show you. I'm going to pause the video here real quick. Alright, we're back. They also have kind of included some weird different types of games. So on the moon, if you take a look at it, it's the original Mario Brothers again. So I was kind of curious because I hit on the moon and it's just Mario Brothers. But I like what they did with this. It's low gravity Mario. Look at that. I'm kind of floating. So that's creative. Again, the game is very dark. It's even darker on the camera here. Apologies for that. That's kind of unique. I do like that. That's pretty neat. Anyway, thanks everybody for watching and checking this out. It is once again, it is eMods Gaming. I got off Amazon again, about 15 or so US dollars. I don't know. The shipping was free. It took a couple weeks to get here. It's okay. I mean, I'm gonna give it a D, maybe a C minus because I like some of those mini games. Everybody, thanks for watching, checking it out, and we'll see you next time on Game Time. Peace out.